you can, yeah, you can.
Okay.
Good morning, Derbyverse, and welcome to WFTDA TV's coverage of the 2018 JRDA Championship Tournament here in beautiful Feasterville, Pennsylvania. My name is Al B, and I am here with Narco.
Hey now.
We are going to bring you game number 13 this morning, that between the number 10 seed Crooked River Roller Girls and the number 9 seed Chick Whips. But first, let's go to Narco. Who's officiating this bout?
Well, our officials that are not wearing skates are Emma Goldmangle, Maya Culprit, Professor Murder, Pterodactyl, Wendy Blessing, Becken Hayter, Accidental Doll, Damon Mistress, and Guinness. And our officials who are on skates are Admiral Mayhem, Harry Pitfall, BMD, Zebror, Tim the Ref, Steel City Kitty, Ref Metal, and Cheferee. And tell us, I'll be damned, who is skating for the Chick Whips Junior Roller Derby?
For the team in white, the Chick Whips Junior Roller Derby Whiplash, number 12, the captain, Cinnamon Rolla. Number 13, Kick in Ash. Number 17, M&M. Number 187, Pop Her. Number 19, Butterfly Crusher. Number 2, Polly Pocket. Number 22, Crushin' Cowgirl. Number 319, that's Sue Nami. 424, Steel. 45, Serial Killer. 47, Baby Doll. 55, Sassy Squash. 613, Smack and Cheese. 999, Ibella Virus. And they are coached by Karma, Princess, and Miss T.
All right, and for Crooked River, they are going to be wearing black with pink and white accents. They are out of Akron, Ohio. Number 10 is the Flying Fish. Number 100 is Rainstorm. Number 1000 is Tie-Dye. Number 110 is Little Miss Perfect. Number 16 is Walking Dead Bear. Number 171, Flying Squirrel, wearing 22. That's Kryptonic K. Number 2674 is Starry Skies. Number 42 is Adrenaline Rush. Number 430 is Rosie the Riveter. Number 47 is Sophia Scorin, the captain. Number 5 is Sharkbait. Number 61 is Killmore Girl. Number 88 is Megan You Fall. And number 911 is Jolly Crusher. In the stands, but not skating, we have AK-47 and Devlin. Coaches are Coach Numbers. Coach Numbers will be wearing the A. Also joined by Leia Flat, Nat, and Can I Be Frank?
Yes, you can, Bobby Narco. So both of these teams are coming in. They're both looking for their first win of the tournament.
Yeah.
They came in as the 9 and 10. They're playing for the 9 and 10. So I mean,
good
they're
seeding.
right. Yeah, they're right where they were expected to be. Crooked River, I know they were here last year, and so were Chick Whips.
Yeah, they actually met last year in the 7th versus 8th game, so it's a kind of a rematch of them meeting in the championship day of the Junior Derby Association Championships.
Yep, it's going to be good. We got about 7 seconds to Derby. Let's go live down to the floor for the Derby action between this bout between the Chick Whips Juniors and Crooked River.
Chick Whips are out of Topeka, Kansas. Crooked River is out of Akron, Ohio.
Yeah, this third day of Derby, especially in these, some of the biggest surprises of day 3. Everybody looks forward to that championship bout later on in the day, but these early games, you usually get a lot of good Derby because, first of all, you've got teams that are seated lower. You got teams that are trying to get their first win like this one, and you got people that got points to prove, so this one ought to be a good one. As Steel takes the star for the Chick Whips, and Rainstorm for Crooked River.
Lead jam goes to Rainstorm and Crooked River. First penalty of the game is a direction of play on the Chick Whips pivot.
Both jammers out. Ooh.
Nice block at the back by number 47. At the back, not in the back, by the captain, number 47, Sophia Scorin. Excuse me, they both have a 47. That's number 47, Baby Doll. Was the big block, forcing the call off. No points, either team. Could not be any closer. Still tied. No lead change going into jam number 2.
One of the things to look for in this bout, and basically all the bouts at this level, because even the 10, I mean, these are the top in each division, the top 10 teams in the country.
Yeah.
So what thing that has impressed me the most is the pack play, and to see how that affects the bout as Walking Dead Bear gets out and gets lead jam for Crooked River. Crushing Cowgirl still trying to work her way through the pack.
We had a directional play penalty on the skater that's leading, black number 22. Lead jam 2 in a row for Crooked River. Jam is called. First points of the game go to Crooked River with a 4-point pass. 4-point pass.
Crooked River with a 100% lead rate so far.
2 for 2.
We're a little bit early. But they do break the scoring threshold as they put 4 up, and we're officially on the board. 28 minutes left to play in the first half.
Jockeying around before the whistle starts, I was like, oh no, we've missed the start of the jam. Nope, pack just being super active.
Great job, work by number 17, the pivot for the Chick Whips, M&M.
Got a back block on the, oh no, it's a low block on the pivot. The black jammer is wearing number 61. That is Kilmore Girl. And the white jammer is wearing number 12. And picking up lead, first lead of the day for the Chick Whips, is Cinnamon Rolla, the captain. Rolla skating her last game as a junior.
That's always sad to say. There's so many when they start aging out. But
it's happy too. Graduation is always a beginning of something new.
That and it goes into if your league out there, WFTDA teams, if you're out there, if you're not actively involved with a junior team, you're not doing this right, because most of the top junior teams and the top adult teams are intertwined, shall we say. You use your veteran skaters to train, and then your fresh meat, your QK, whatever it is your league calls them, winds up having skaters coming out of here with not sometimes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, not skating experience, but derby skating experience, right. And that's different.
Very different. So we have a lead change on that last set of whistles. Jamming for the white team is number 4, picking up leads. So 2 leads in a row to start the game for Crooked River, and then the next 2 leads went to the Chick Whips. At the very end of the last jam, there was a cut track call on the Crooked River pivot. So they are down 1 pivot. That's all 5 points for number 424, Steele.
Steele coming around for her another point pass as Rosie the Riveter is trying to rivet her way through that wall of white.
Another 5-point pass. That's the highest jam of the game. And counting. Already the highest jam of the game. Wow, nice skating. Weaving her way through that pack. 15-point pass.
(20-4) so far with 25 minutes and 43 seconds left to go. 1 minute left to go in the jam.
Jam is called. Another 5-point pass. That's 25 points. It is. No, that's 20 points. My bad. 25 points total. 20-point jam. Black jammer's wearing number 16. That will be 16, Walking Dead Bear, making her second jam. And the white jammer, number should appear shortly, has a double number 22.
Yep. Crushing Cowgirl.
Also her second jam.
Yep.
Rematch of jam number 2. Different result. In jam number 2, lead went the other way.
Yeah, I think these two teams have a fairly fixed jammer rotation for the most part. I mean, there's always fluctuation, but I think once we get in a rhythm that we should be able to, it shouldn't be too hard to figure out.
Yep. Interesting vantage point here. If you're wondering why we're worried about it, from the broadcast position, we are only able to see the fronts of the jammers. You got a direction of play penalty coming. Who's leaving on the direction? One of the white skaters. Both jammers have completed their initial pass, and so Walking Dead Bear calls the jam.
That was number 187, Popper, going to the penalty box for Chick Whips.
And it was Cowgirl that called the jam. 5 more points picked up. Makes the score 30-4. in favor of the Chick Whips.
Getting ready to start jam number 5 here in game number 13. Day 3 of the 2018 JRDA Championships here in Feasterville, Pennsylvania, as Walking Dead Bear gets out quick enough to get lead, but then is hit hard by the pivot for...
That's 2 jams in a row for Walking Dead Bear.
And that's the pivot number 47, Baby Doll for Chick Whips. Got a penalty and is being sent to the box.
Yeah, that was an illegal position penalty. Probably a failure to reform.
She hit Walking Dead Bear. As soon as Walking Dead Bear got lead, it was like, okay, boom, and then put her out. And it very tenacious. As number 12, that's Cinnamon Rolla.
Oh, first jammer penalty of the game is a track cut on Walking Dead Bear. So this jam is going to go the full 2 minutes.
However, it will be rotating jammers. As soon as you say it, the first jammer penalty, we got the second one. So both jammers went to the box real quick and turned around and come right back out.
I didn't even see that second jammer penalty. Did you catch what it was?
I did not.
All the same, less than 30 seconds because they were hot on the heels of each other. So our first 2-minute jam of the game. Nice block by the pivot, 47. White pivot, Baby Doll. Baby Doll also skating her last game as a junior. We got a directional play penalty. Somebody's got to leave. There they go. Number 55 on the white team.
That is Sassy Squash. The plus side to our vantage point over here is we do get to see the numbers in the penalty box once they get there. So we will be able to, if we didn't catch the number on the other side.
Low block is the call on the white pivot. Number 47, Baby Doll. Penalty called on the pivot at the very end. Referee's back was to me, but black team going to be without their pivot for the next set of whistles. White jammer is going to be number 424. I saw that right before she turned around.
Pretty much goes without saying, but especially what I've over the tournament. The case of this tournament is it's super important to stay clean, and penalties have been an issue. There have been
several foul outs.
There's been several foul outs. There's been a lot of people that it's just a lot of penalties, and I can see it. You get to this level, and the adrenaline is flowing, and you get going. We've had a lot. It's very aggressive play, and as it should be. But it is a statistics show that when all teams are even, the one that stays clean is the one that comes out on top in the winner.
Some notable exceptions in that. Some teams really know how to take advantage of their penalty. But yes, as a general rule, you're absolutely right. The other thing is, if you're sitting on 6 penalties, your coach is not going to put you in the lineup. They're going to save you till the end of the game when they need you. They don't want you fouling out before it's time. First stoppage of play was an official timeout. You are watching the 2018 Junior Roller Derby Association Championships on WFTA.tv.
You have questions about the awesome action you're seeing this weekend or just want to talk to us, use the hashtag #Talk2JRDA. Talk the number 2 JRDA to chat with us on Twitter. Don't forget to follow JRDA on Twitter using @JRD_rocks.
Kilmore Girl is the lead jammer for Crooked River. Steele jamming for Chick Whips, just completing their initial pass. Kilmore Girl already scoring and going back for seconds. Forced into the infield, calls off the jam. I think White's going to pick up some points on that. Let's see. Referees conferring.
I think so. It looked like it, but we'll see.
And 5 points have been awarded. No, the points aren't final yet. Wait for it, Bobby. Wait for it. It looks like it's only going to be a 5-0. Neither jammer scored on that second set of whistles. So score showing 34-14 in favor of the Chick Whips.
Start 2 skaters down, but both are coming out of the box now.
Here comes the cavalry. Picking up lead jammer for the Chick Whips is number, is that 47?
47, Sophia Scorin, the captain.
Her first jam of the game. And for the white team is number 319, also her first jam of the game. That relief jammer is Tsunami. Nice hit. The future of roller derby is bright.
Oh, absolutely. When you look, and we talked about penalties staying clean, and one of the other key that you kind of find yourself being keys to this, another penalty.
2 direction of play penalties, both on the white team, both on the whiplash.
They just got 2 skaters out of the box. They got them coming back in now. That's number 999 and number 187, Ebola Virus and Pop Her.
And now there's no room at the end as the pivot reports to the penalty box, so they're going to be told to skate around. Making 5 point. We got a low block on the Crooked River pivot, on the varsity pivot.
That was Baby Doll that got sent to the penalty box for the whiplash that cannot go to the box right now because it is full of blockers, so there's no spot for her.
And the penalty is calling. No, they're not yet. Now they are.
Yep.
Little swapperoo. Jammers forcing each other out. Off screen, you don't see it on the action, but in turn number 2, both jammers went to the infield briefly. Oh, big hit. Ooh. We got a direction of play penalty. We got a down skater. 10 points picked up by Crooked River. That's their highest jam of the game. Puts them at 24. No points by the Chick Whips. Puts them at 34. So
that's
team scoring in bunches.
Absolutely. That's number 187, Pop Her, that went back to the penalty box. If I'm not mistaken, that's her 3rd in a rather quick fashion, is it not?
Yeah, we're only on jam number 8. And
the thing, when you're watching at home, I know everybody likes to watch the jammers, but keep an eye on the pack play and watch the communication, both verbally and signals, because the kids at this level, you got to understand, most of these kids are being trained by veteran WFTDA skaters. For example, Crooked River is one of the coaches is Leia Flatt, who is a veteran out of Tampa and a derby legend in her own right. So, and and all the leagues are like that. Devoid of Mercy and Teflon Don coach in Philly, and these veteran, basically derby legends, are taking the time and working and departing their knowledge on the future of roller derby. And that's what's so cool about this is when they come out, you got polished skaters. Many times, once a skater spends this much time in a JRDA program, they graduate out and age up and go straight to a travel team. We have a few like that in Tampa, and a few like that, well, basically all over. You see it all over, where they come straight out, and before they're even off of, as soon as they get 18, they can play for an adult team, but they get to finish their season. So sometimes you often see the best players playing for 2 travel teams, a JRDA team and a WFTDA team.
Or in the case of Little Miss Perfect, skating in the open division and the all-female division. So jamming for the black team is number 100. That is Rainstorm. Jammed the first jam of the game. This is only her 2nd jam of the game. Number 12 jamming for the white team. That is Cinnamon Rolla, the captain. It was good to see the other captain, Sophia Skorin, getting off the track under her own power after that official timeout. 4 points were added to the board during that official timeout for Crooked River, so their high jam of the game is 14. Score is 38-24, and that's about to change. 5 points picked up by the black team. Makes the score 34-33.
Speaking of getting up on your own power, shout out to the medics, because this is a full contact sport, and we couldn't do it without the medics here keeping these young athletes safe. So shout out to the medics. They're the unsung heroes of these tournaments.
Amen. So 1 point game, a skate lace thin margin. Lead jam white.
That is Cinnamon Rolla, number 12. No, Crushing Cowgirl.
22.
22. Ooh, and a big time move on the outside as she comes up the front straightaway, back straightaway, here the way the venue's laid out.
Black Jammer has the star in hand. Oh no, they're in the penalty box. I didn't see the call. Black Jammer's walking Dead Bear. Number 16.
You'll see Walking Dead Bear jam a lot for this Crooked River team out of Ohio.
Track cut. Who's leaving? One of the one of the varsity skaters. That is all 5 points. Second 5-point pass for Cowgirl. Forearm penalty. Going back to the penalty box. 2 trips in 1 jam is crushing Cowgirl, and the jam is called, so it'll be a power start for the varsity, for the Whiplash. Whew.
Penalties for each team seem to come in bunches. You don't see, very rarely are we seeing one of each team over in the penalty box. It's more like 2 or 3 of each one of Crooked River, and then they'll leave, and then 2 or 3 of Chick Whips will come in. But 49-33, just under 16 minutes left to go here in the first half.
Walking Dead Bear starting from the penalty box. And picking up lead jam, number 424 on the white team is Steele. Biggest jam of the game is 20 points. Second biggest jam of the game is 15 points. 424, who's jamming right now, is the owner of those 20 points. Walking Dead Bear now re-entering the track off camera. Another 5-point pass for Walking Dead Bear, for Steele.
Walking Dead Bear getting by on the inside as Steele comes around for her other part, but goes around on the outside of the pack and calls off the jam quickly. Crooked River looked like they were trying to set up the pack, but it couldn't quite get it locked in time as Steele came flying by, taking advantage of the opening, taking the points. A 30-point lead for the Chick Whips with 14 minutes and 48 seconds left to play in the first half.
Yeah, they're on a 29-0 run. It was 34-33 just 2 jams ago. Densely packed now. White Jammers number 22, and they get lead. White Jammers number 12.
Cinnamon Rolla, the captain, and Kilmore girl.
We got some whistles coming in. Let's see who's leaving. One of the varsity skaters.
That's Little Miss Perfect, 110.
Direction of play penalty call. Black Jammers are wearing number 61. That is Kilmore girl, yes.
Number 999, Abella Virus, and number 55, Sassy Squash, both in the penalty box for the Chick Whips.
45 White heading to the penalty box. That's Serial Killer. Didn't see the call. The call on this one that's reporting is a multiplayer. We'll get her number as soon as she turns around. 1,000 is Tie-Dye. Jam ends. 8 points picked up by the Chick Whips. No points for Crooked River. Crooked River hasn't scored since jam number 9.
So far, the penalties have kind of escalated since I said, wow, they're keeping the penalties down. And as soon as I said it, they've been...
The announcer jinx.
Yep. The penalty, in the words of my friend and mentor, Vince Hannity, the penalty packers are still in. Thanks, Al.
So the lead jammer is not the jammer in the lead, but does not call off the jam. Now it's white number 22. White number 22 is Crushing Cowgirl. Black number 100 with the lead is Rainstorm. Both jammers on a scoring pass. Nice block by white number 55 and followed up by 999. That's a full house, 3 9s and 2 5s, putting blocks on the jammer. But all 4 points picked up. White team losing a skater to the penalty box.
That again is number 55, Sassy Squash.
Direction of play being called on the varsity skater that's reporting. Both jammers putting points on the board. So far 4 for the Chick Whips and 8 for Crooked River.
That direction of play was on number 22, Kryptonic K.
And now both teams sitting on 8, but lead jammer's in the pack and calls off the jam. Oh, no, jam's still active. A track cut called, so this will go the full 2. They had been lead. She had been lead, but now she gets the track cut penalty. Our second 2-minute jam of the game.
It's going to go the full duration as Rainstorm goes in the box. Kryptonic K is standing up, so she will be exiting the penalty box momentarily. There she goes.
Star pass, our first of the game. White team passes the start at number 17. That is Eminem. M&M gets 5. So 12 of those 17 points are for Crushing Cowgirl and 5 are for M&M. Forearm penalty on the varsity skater that's leaving.
That would be, I believe it's Little Miss Perfect again.
And we have the varsity coach asking for an official review. Hey, what's coming up next on WFTDA TV? What can you tell us about the Continental Cups?
Absolutely. The Continental Cups, the 2018 WFTDA Continental Cups will be streamed live on WFTDA.tv, starting with the North American East from Kalamazoo, Michigan on August 17th through 19th, hosted by the Kalamazoo Derby Darlings. Then we will head to Omaha, Nebraska for the North American West for our 2018 WFTDA Continental Cup hosted by Omaha Roller Girls, August 24th through 26th. Our final Continental Cup will be in Europe, hosted by the Birmingham Blitz Dames on October 27th through the 28th. Watch passes go on sale July 31st, so stay tuned. Also, the 2018 International WFTDA Playoffs begin August 31st through September 2nd in beautiful Coruna, Spain, hosted by Os Brigantes Roller Derby. Then they head to Atlanta, Georgia for the second playoff hosted by Atlanta Roller Girls on September 21st through the 23rd. Finally, our 2018 International WFTDA Championships will be hosted by the Big Easy Roller Girls on November 9th through 11th in New Orleans, Louisiana. Tickets are on sale for the playoffs now at WFTDA.com/tournaments. Speaking of what's coming up next, as we do have a we have an official review. They're going out to find out what's going on and see what's up. The World Cup, the Junior World Cup, will be coming up starting tomorrow, live right here from Feasterville, Pennsylvania, here at the Sportsplex. You can join us live on twitch.tv starting tomorrow, July 23rd, and Tuesday, July 24th, for the Junior Roller Derby World Cup, streaming live by WFTDA. Head to twitch.tv/WFTDA and watch both days for the price of nothing. That's right, they are free. You can watch twitch.tv/WFTDA. You can watch both days of the World Cup for free. Monday, tomorrow, is going to be it's a little bit different of a format. We're going to have a round robin of the 6 teams. We have Great Britain, Europe, Canada, USA East, USA West, and Australia. All here, and we will do a round robin, kind of an abbreviated 30-minute format, coming from where they all play each other in abbreviated games, trying to get the seedings done for the tournament and the World Cup actual elimination play on Tuesday. So those of us that are in Feasterville that'll be the 5th day of Derby in a row, which is pretty neat. But the World Cup, if you want to see Derby skaters very talented skaters from all over the world, check us out again on twitch.tv/WFTDA. You can watch us for free. Still discussing the official review, and Bobby Narco has went down there to see what exactly it is, so that we can get exactly what the information is, see what they're reviewing and what the outcome is. If you would like to talk to us, or you got questions about awesome action you're seeing this weekend, use the hashtag #Talk2JRDA. That's hashtag #2JRDA to chat with us on Twitter. Don't forget to follow JRDA on Twitter using @JRDA_rocks. You can also hashtag JRDA champs if you like. Again, you are watching the JRDA Championship, the 2018 JRDA Championships, live on WFTDA.tv. we've been here all weekend. Stick around throughout the day. We have lots of great action coming up the rest of the day. Right now, this is the Crooked River and Chick Whips. At 12 o'clock on this track will be Gotham and Duval. At 2 o'clock, Rose and Foco. Angel City and Los Anarchists coming all the way from California.
Yeah, City of Angels meeting in that round.
And that's what in Colorado last year, we went all the way to Colorado for Tampa and the Attack Pack to play.
Oh, there you go.
And they're across the bridge from each other in Tampa. So yeah, that 4 o'clock the Los Anarchists and Angel City, and at 8 o'clock tonight, Santa Cruz and Seattle battling in the championship game in this division. And Santa Cruz had a tough way getting here. They were down and Los Anarchists, who is on they're here. This is their first year in existence coming to the top 10 teams to the championship. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were up by over Santa Cruz 40 points yesterday.
Wow. I got the gist of the official review. They are challenging the points, and the official review will be upheld because 2 points were deducted from the Chick Whips. So they do win the official review. The score is now 86-45. 2 points taken off the Chick Whip score. Jammers are Steel for Chick Whips and Walking Dead Bear for Crooked River.
And since they won that review, they do retain their right to another review.
That was called off real quickly. A couple of zeros. Tell me the names I just said. Walking Dead Bear. Who is that? What's the number there? 16. And was it Steel was the other one?
Yes.
Steel is 424. So nothing after a quick set of whistles. Keeps the score at 86-45.
Again, Los Anarchists, they had a 40-point lead up on Santa Cruz, and then only to have Santa Cruz come back and beat them by 5 late in the game. It was a super good game. It was very exciting. But this place was going absolutely crazy, and I expect Seattle and Santa Cruz to have an amazing championship bout tonight. As Walking Dead Bear comes out, gets lead quickly. Steel coming out, trying to get through for the Chick Whips. Made it through the pack now, circling around. Coming back for a point pass. Walking Dead Bear is going to call it before Steel can get through to get any points. I think she got it in time.
Yes, 4 showing on the scoreboard.
Number 187 coming out of the penalty box, Popper. Again, Popper's seemed to be back there as number 19 sits down beside her. That's Butterfly Crusher. I think that's Butterfly's first time in the box, though.
I did overhear some penalty tracking. We have at least 2 skaters with 3 penalties. I didn't hear which ones, but yeah, you had pointed out earlier, although there weren't a lot of penalties early, all of a sudden there came to be a bunch. The Chick Whips lead jam.
Cinnamon Roll, I believe, number 12, the captain, takes lead jam for the Whips.
First lead jam since jam number 12. Black jammer is number 61. And the jam is called off. 4 points put on the board.
That's Kilmore Girl for Crooked River.
Makes the score 90-49. A 41-point lead. Heading into jam number 17.
There is the whistle. That's number 22 for the Whips. That's Crushing Cowgirl.
Lead jammer has gone to the black team, number 42.
That's adrenaline rush. Lead jam, but it's called quickly.
That's Rush's first jam of the game. Another nothing. So heading into jam number 18.
90-49 with just under 8 minutes to play here in the first half, live from the Sportplex in Feasterville, Pennsylvania.
Real key to the game so far is between jams 10 and 13, 30, 40, 52 points put on the board by the Chick Whips in those 4 jams.
Number 22, Crushing Cowgirl for the Chick Whips. I believe that's 100 Rainstorm for Crooked River.
Crushing Cowgirl doing 2 jams in a row. Do we have lead yet? We do. Lead is White.
But both jammers are off to the races very fast. White calls it off. Cinnamon Rolla, number 613 in the penalty box.
So in the last 5 jams, we've had nothing, 4-0 one way, 4-0 the other way, and then 2 more nothings. Whole lot of nothing going on. I don't mean that disparagingly. There's lots of hard physical play out there.
Absolutely.
Just,
that's a more
little bit low scoring.
That's an attribute to the defensive play more than it is to be. What did 19 go to the box for? Did you see that?
I did not. I'm sorry.
It seems like she's been there for a while. Maybe it's just one of those, sometimes 30 seconds seems like an eternity.
Right. Black Jammer is number 16. That's Walking Dead Bear. White Jammer is Steel. That is number 424. If you're wondering why we keep repeating the numbers, that's so that we can help ourselves keep track of the points. Lead jam 2 in a row for the Whiplash.
90-49, just over 6 minutes to play.
You want to take over?
Yeah, for the rest of the half again. I was just going to try to track just point out better.
As Steele
I got the next goal.
going to work for their jammer.
Hey, we're joined by Tom Foolery. He's going to help us out a little bit with the production. 1 point picked up by the Chick Whips there. No point by Crooked River heading into jam number 20. The score is 91 for the Chick Whips and 49 for Crooked River, a 42-point lead. Penalty box is empty. We are at full strength. As Rocker Boy would say, 80 wheels a-blazing. Lead jam to Cinnamon Rolla. Cinnamon Rolla wearing number 12 for the white team. Black jammer is Kilmore Girl. Kilmore Girl wearing number 61.
Tsunami, number 319 in the penalty box for the Chick Whips.
That's all 5 points for Rolla. Cover off and star pass. New Black Jammers wearing number 42, Adrenaline Rush. Oh, no, not a star pass. An illegal procedure. So the jammer is reporting the penalty on the illegal procedure. Cinnamon Rolla. Excuse me, not Cinnamon Rolla. Cinnamon Rolla is still out there. Other jammer reporting the penalty box.
Correct. Cinnamon Rolla calling off the jam.
Hey, Chick Whips over the century mark with those 15 points makes it 106-49. Going to be a power start. Wearing the star, White 17. And the jammer from the last jam is starting in the penalty box, Kilmore Girl. Oh, now we got a jammer penalty on M&M. What's that?
Kilmore Girl approaching the Chick Whips, the white wall.
Is lead open?
Ooh.
Lead is open and lead is claimed by Kilmore Girl.
The answer to your question is no.
Not anymore. At the time it was.
Four wall of the Chick Whips waiting on Kilmore Girl to come around.
Yeah, all white at the top of the pack, all black at the back of the pack. Nice job by number 187, Popper, forcing Kilmore Girl to the infield. Oh, a track cut picked up. So this jam will go the full 2, our third 2-minute jam.
Kilmore Girl back in the box. And lots of penalties so far. That's number 613, Smack and Cheese for the Whiplash. Number 55, Sassy Squash for the Whiplash.
Sweet
and of course,
move on
Kilmore Girl, the jammer, is in the box for
Crooked River. Sweet move on the inside by M&M. All 5 points picked up.
See what you did there. Sweet move on the inside by the M&Ms.
Melts in your mouth, not on the track.
So silly.
Jammer briefly left the penalty box and went back in, pointed out off camera that happened, but our producer Tom Foolery caught that.
Just over 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. 111 to 49 in favor of the team in white.
There's going to be some more points added to that. It's going to be 114 to 54. Total of 8 points picked up by the Chick Whips and a total of 5 points picked up by Crooked River. Some points coming in at the end, really there.
I'm always jumping the gun.
Less than 2 minutes left to play in the half. We are about to enter jam number 22. 4-2-4 is the jammer on the white team. That is Steele. And Kilmore Girl, where is Kilmore Girl? Number 61 is the jammer for the black team. White lead.
Kilmore Girl coming out of the penalty box now.
Oh, what another sweet move on the inside to complete the initial pass out of the penalty box. Low block picked up. That's on the skater that's reporting from the varsity.
Little Miss Perfect.
Little Miss Perfect, we have, I think, some inside knowledge about Little Miss Perfect. She's going to be leaving this game early.
I have not. I've heard that.
Unofficially.
Unofficially.
Rumors,
I've heard
rumors
that.
are. If those rumors are true, you know, she can pick up her 6th penalty in the first half.
Stop it. Stop it.
Less than a minute left to play in the game. 4 points picked up there by the Chick Whips makes the score 118 to 54. 10 points more than a 2-1 margin in favor of the Whiplash. Jammers are crushing Cowgirl. That is number 22 on the white team. And we'll get you that black hair. Well, here we go. You can see it on the screen, maybe.
47. That is
Sophia scoring.
Sophia scoring, yes.
Only the second jam for scoring. But picks up lead.
Absolutely.
Scoring 2 for 2 on lead jammer status.
7 seconds left on the bout clock on the first half. 1:19 left in the jam. 118 to 54. Chick Whips over Crooked River.
Cowgirl forced to the outside, has to go all the way to the backstretch to re-engage. A 5-point pass for Sophia scoring. Now it is a true 2-1 margin. We have a star pass, new jammer on the white team, number 613. That is Smack and Cheese. 4 more points picked up by Sophia scoring, and that is halftime. Total of 118 to 63 as we go into half.
Looks like we'll be having a 10-minute halftime here in this first bout before we come back for the second half. Narco, give me your thoughts on the first half.
I think the key to the first half was those jams right in the middle, jams 10, 11, 12, and 13. What's 30 plus 22? 52 points put on the board by the Chick Whips in those 4 jams, completely unanswered.
That's, you know what, that's a great point, is that chunk right there, and it just goes to show you where if you lose concentration or if something happens to put you in a bad place for just a few bouts, for a few jams, it can spiral. That said, that means it could go the other way at any time.
Absolutely. So. Another big key to the half was the jammer penalties. We'll get the stats on those, but Crooked River had way more jammer penalties than Chick Whips did. I just have to do the math over the break. We'll come back in about 2 minutes of, or maybe 1 minute of, with some statistical analysis.
We'll see you in just a few minutes right here on WFTDA TV.
Yeah. We are back for the second half of the matchup between the Chick Whips Junior Roller Derby Whiplash and the Crooked River Roller Girls Varsity. I'm Bobby Narco, joined by Al B. Dam. Al B. Dam, what can you tell us about the penalties in this game?
You know, like we said earlier, at first we made the comment about how it was the first few jams we were thinking, wow, this is going to be pretty clean, and then they just blew that out of the way because I said it. They ended up with, it was 27 penalties for the Chick Whips, 22 for Crooked River. That's an average of over 2
per jam.
Per jam. even with the first 5 or 6 that were relatively clean.
Yeah, 49 points in 23 jams. 49
penalties,
fouls
yep.
in 23 jams.
The one key notes right now, the ones in trouble is number 187 for the Chick Whips has 6 right now. Little Miss Perfect has 5. I do not think that's going to be an issue. Kryptonic K has 4, and then for the Chick Whip, Sassy Squash, Smack and Cheese, both have 4, and then there's a few with 1, 2, or 3. So
several with none.
Oh yes, there are skaters with none. So it's penalties certainly going to be a factor as we keep going. So it'll be interesting to see.
In terms of some other statistics, there have been 2 star passes in the game. They have both been by the Whiplash. One of them went to number 17, M&M. The other star pass went to number 613, Smack and Cheese. And there were no star passes for the Crooked River varsity. In terms of lead jammer, the Chick Whips have had 11. Crooked River has had 12. So although they are on the opposite side of the scoreboard, they've had more lead jam statuses. Box trips. Crooked River has had 6 trips to the penalty box, and the Chick Whips have only had 1 in terms of their jammer.
Yes. So 6 jammer penalties to 1.
Highest jam of the game has been 20 points by number 424 Steele. That was in jam number 4. Highest points for Crooked River was 14 points. It was done twice, both by Sophia Scorin in jam number 8 and jam number 23.
You are a fountain of information and knowledge, Bobby Narco. I'm over here just like roller derby, wow, and Narco being the stat machine that he is.
Well, we had some great stat books put together. Who put together those stat books for us?
You know what? Scott Chicken is, Scott Chicken, you, and Vince Hannity are my numbers.
Wow, I'm honored to be included in such illustrious company.
Concerned. They are Vince Hannity, like you and Vince. Watching the game, see,
lawyers.
I can. It must be what it is, lawyers, because I can track stats if I have to. I don't like it with a passion, or I can talk about roller derby, but I can't track stats and talk about roller derby.
I'm learning how to walk and chew gum at the same time myself.
You and Vince can sit down with a pen and a microphone and make both of them work, and I still do not know how y'all do that. But Scott put together these books, and he's done it the last 3 years for the JRDA championships. When he was THA in Lincoln, he did them, and then he was on my team last year in Colorado, and of course he's here, and he's always the first one when I say, hey, anybody want to start putting these together? And Scott's always the one, I've got the format, I got this, and I'm going, oh, bless your heart.
Perfect. And they're really well done. The information comes from the teams, so Scott compiles it.
Actually, you know what, shout out, because the JRDA Vice President, Brett, was a huge part of that, because typically, and I know the coaches are busy and they got lots of stuff to do, but we send out questionnaires and try to get them to answer things like proper pronouns, phonetics, and things like that, and it's like pulling teeth to get it back. We had 100% completion rate turn in thanks to Brett chasing down those numbers. So thank you, coaches. We appreciate it.
We are starting the second half. Jammers are Steel and Rainstorm, and 4-2-4 for the white team.
That is Steel.
Picking up lead jammer.
Already a penalty. That's number 47, Baby Doll, picking up her 4th.
Initial pass completed by Rainstorm, and that will cause the jam to get called off. 1 point picked up by the Chick Whips, brings them to 119. And no points for Crooked River, keeps them at 63. These two teams, as we mentioned in the first half of the game, or right before the game started, met in last year's 7th versus 8th game. The winner of that was the Chick Whips. They finished 7th last year, and the varsity finished 8th last year. And then in 2016, the varsity finished 9th. We've got a track cut coming in. It's on the white jammer. So this will be a power jam for number 16 on the black team, Walking Dead Bear. Walking Dead Bear picks up lead. Who's that jammer in the penalty box? Can you see the number? Crushing
22,
Cowgirl.
Crushing Cowgirl. And then number 5, 4, that's Shark Bait for Crooked River in the penalty box.
Forearm penalty called on the varsity pivot.
That is number 47, Sophia Skorin, the captain.
Direction of play penalty on the white skater that's leaving. Number 19 on the white team is Butterfly Crusher. Initial pass completed by Cowgirl, and so the jam will get called by Walking Dead Bear. Let's look for the points. 4 points picked up by Crooked River, brings them to 67. Both teams have their full contingent of timeouts. Both teams have an official review. Only 3 stoppages of play in the first half. 2 were official timeouts, and 1 was a successful official review. Jammers right now, number 61 on the black team. That is Kilmore Girl. And Cinnamon Rolla, the captain, and number 12 for the white team. And Cinnamon Rolla picks up lead. White pivot reporting to the penalty box. 2 black blockers reporting. I saw a direction of play. I'm wondering if they're both on direction of play. Oh, what an apex leap. Did she stick the landing? Let's see. Yes, she did. Points in the air. I was waiting for either a point or an X to come from that jam ref. 4 points picked up by each team. Oh, no, 7 points picked up by the Chick Whips. A 4 and a 3 makes the score 126-71. So each team with a skater in the penalty box. The Chick Whip relief is coming sooner because that blocker is standing. Jammers are number 424 for the white team. That is Steele. And for the black team, number 47, that is Sophia Skorin. Lead jam white. Steele steals the lead and steals herself to brace this pack. Oh, wow! Up the middle.
And calls it off, and with aggression, exciting. I love the emotion in these teams. 130-71, Chick Whips over Crooked River. 25 minutes left to go here. 25 and a half minutes left to go here in the second period.
Kind of navigating her way through that Crooked River.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Sometimes it's fun.
Look.
It's always fun. Penalty box is empty. All the skaters on the track, and all are densely packed. Rainstorm is the jammer for the white team. That is number 100. And picking up lead jam, number 22, Crushing Cowgirl. Yeehaw. Illegal contact is the skater, calling the skater that's leaving. That's white 19, Butterfly Crusher. Pack really strung out. Ref indicating pack is front. Now the pack is all. Forearm. Forearm is the penalty on the skater that's leaving. Number 674, 2674 Starry Skies. 3 points picked up there by Crooked River. No points on the board for 3 points by Chick Whips. No points for Crooked River. Both teams looking for their first win of this tournament. Crooked River lost to Gotham in game 1 and to Jacksonville in game 6. Whiplash losing a skater to the penalty box. We've got a multiplayer on the next skater that's leaving. Lead jam has been awarded to the white team. That is white number 12. 3 out of the 4 last lead jams have gone to the white team. Black jammer is number 88, Megan Ufall. I think that's her first jam of the game.
Yeah, that is the first time we've seen Megan. If you watch Crooked River enough, you'll see her. But that is the first time we've seen her in this bout.
I'm wondering if I missed the jammer and she got a star pass before I even saw it. No, there's the black pivot cover, so it was not a star pass. She did indeed start as the jammer.
Walking Dead Bear still in the penalty box for Crooked River as the teams are lining up.
Crooked River hasn't scored since jam number 3 of this half.
Kilmore Girl and Steele going to the jammer line for their respective teams. And that is Steele jumping out. And right now it's all Chick Whips as they are trying to put this one away early. But look, we got plenty of time. And there's only 60 points. And Crooked River, I've seen them put together up points in bunches.
Sure, we saw, over the course of 4 jams, the other team got 52 points. We got a jammer penalty, so this jam's going to go the full 2 minutes. I didn't see the call, but there she is in the penalty box. Nice block by number 999, Abella Virus.
And there is an equipment malfunction. Somebody lost, it looks like a toe stop. We had a skater lose a truck the other day, yesterday on the open track.
Nice hit again by Abella Virus. Yeah, that's the right toe stop on the skate of number 61.
Steele coming in, Steele coming around for another point pass. It's Steele and Kilmore Girl. We'll see a lot of them. We've seen a lot of them, and we will continue to do so.
We got a star pass. That was a great idea when you have an equipment problem. Pass the star.
Yeah.
New jammer is Adrenaline Rush. Number 42 on the black team.
Gotcha.
Whistle coming in. Who's leaving? One of the black skaters.
Ooh, wow, what a hit. I'm sure those of you, I'm seeing the same thing that those of you at home are, and that was a powerful hit. And that's number 1,000, that's tie-dye, and she went down. She popped right back up. She's holding the backside, so I'm pretty sure I can tell where she landed. Wow.
15 points picked up by the Chick Whips. That's their highest jam of the half. And it brings them up to 152. And no points picked up by Crooked River. They're sitting on 71. Have been sitting on 71 since jam number 3. Since the end of jam number 3. Both teams putting a jammer on the track. One black skater in the penalty box. White team at full strength. Jammer is Sophia Scorin, number 47 for the black team. And Crushing Cowgirl, number 22 for the white team. Multiplayer on the black skater that's leaving.
That is Flying Squirrel.
Direction of play on the white pivot that's leaving. Black pivot also picking up a penalty. Didn't see the call on that one. Lead jam black.
Baby doll. 88 making you fall in the penalty box.
Another black skater leaving. I'm making notations and I take my eye off for a second. They call a penalty.
22, that's Kryptonic K, and she's going to have to go away and come back later. There is no room at the end, but there will be in about 2 seconds.
Another white skater leaving. Penalties coming like crazy. Now a black skater leaving.
Yeah, we got penalties all over the place.
Both jammers putting points on the board. Four more points picked up by the white team. Black still has lead and calls off the jam.
Shark bait in the penalty box now. Number 100, Rainstorm coming to the jammer line for Crooked River. For the Chick Whips, it's going to be, well, I thought I saw it coming out.
I'll give the cameraman a shiny new $2 bill if he zeroes in on the jammers. If he can kind of set us in. We have a little stoppage of play right here. It's an official timeout.
Yeah, we've had a few lengthy stoppages.
You know, I asked you what was coming up next on WFTDA.tv. I forgot about the Junior Roller Derby World Cup. That's actually the very next thing on WFTA.tv.
I didn't forget. I covered them while you were gone doing the top-notch production. I let them know because they can watch it on twitch.tv/WFTDA for the grand total of $0.
Absolutely free. Free derby. What a world.
They'll be able to,
Hey, there we go. I owe the cameraman a $2 bill. Our black jammer is going to be 100. And our white jammer is going to be, is that 12?
Number 12,
That is
yep.
12.
There you go. See, now you owe them $2.
I got it in my pocket.
Think we could get the jammers to start standing with their backs to the camera before
It's all about the announcers. Don't they know that?
Oh, right?
We have a scoreboard adjustment. 7 points have been put on the board on that last pass for Crooked River, so that brings them up to 78. And lead jam white here in jam number 9. Nice hip check by white 100, black 100, the pivot. Pack kind of spread out. Black jammer all the way back to the jammer line off screen. We've got a forearm penalty coming in from the top. And the jam is called off prone on the back stretch by number 12, Cinnamon Rolla. Rolla picks up 4 points to bring her team to 164. 2 points for Crooked River to bring them up to 80. Jammers are, look at that.
Oh my goodness, that's number 88. That is Making You Fall.
And
shout out to the camera guy.
4-2-4 for the white team. That's Steele. Another official timeout.
We have had an innate number of play stoppages in
the last 2 jams. First jam was really quick. There was only 2 official timeouts and 1 official review. First half seemed to kind of fly by. Now back-to-back stoppages of play. If this is all we have, it'll still go by real super quick. The jam white, that's 2 in a row. And 4 of the last 5. Nice. Did she stay in? She's not sure. She's going to go all the way to the back.
And I think that's a smart decision, because
Yeah.
I do think I think that was the right thing to do. We err on the side of caution.
Yep.
As Steele goes back, makes
nice
a smart move, comes
around
back.
the outside by number 88, Megan You Fall. Stealing some points at the very end. Stealing 4 points, 5-4 jam. 169 to 84. Almost a true 2-to-1 margin. If the Chick Whips had 1 fewer point, it would be exactly a 2-to-1 margin. Out on the jammer line right now. White jammer picks up lead. That is number 319. Not a lot of jams for number 319. That's Tsunami. Tsunami skating her last game ever as a junior. Who was the black jammer? Let's get it before she leaves. It was 61. Another scoreless jam.
Kilmore girl.
First scoreless jam of the half.
I believe that's 26-74. Starry Sky is going to the jammer line for Crooked River.
Wow, that's the first time we've seen her on the jammer line. Second time? Once in the first half?
I think so. Maybe I'm wrong. 22. Crushing Cowgirl again for the Whiplash.
Illegal position is the call on the skater that's leaving, except that nobody's leaving. There it is, black skater leaving on a illegal position.
That's Flying Squirrel, number 171.
Lead is open. Direction of play on the white skater that's leaving. Black jammer's in the penalty box. Didn't quite see how that happened. It might have been the direction of play. Lead jam goes to the white team. That's 4 in a row and 6 of the last 7. First jammer penalty for Crooked River this half.
as the Chick Whips call it off quickly.
Yeah, Cowgirl gets her 8 seconds and calls off the bronc ride.
Dude, I see what you did there. Look at you. You so smart, Bobby Narco.
Oh, shucks. All right. Kind of looks like a micro pack because that's the black team is all up at that pivot line. A little bit of stoppage of play. It's an official timeout.
Yeah, we used to say they going back to the old days.
Yeah.
When they split back up for that pivot start. But quite honestly, it's kind of came back, and a lot of teams do strategy and they go back and forth. So it's really not the old days.
You can use dot feet. You can move in between those lines and kind of confuse or baffle your opponent.
It's just a different strategy. So it's not really old school anymore. I mean, yes, that's the way when we back in the day, that's how we all started. That's how we started with the pivot line start, but then they started closing up.
Score was adjusted there. Crooked River picked up 2 points on this official timeout. So Crooked River wins the official timeout, 2-0. So it's 174 to 86. Almost back to that 2-1 margin. Slightly more. Number 999 is the jammer on the white team. I don't think that's the first time we've seen her jam. Certainly the first time we've seen her jam this half.
Number 13, Kickin' Ash, is for the Chick Whips. Ash looks like she's stayed clean. Spin move on the outside of the front straightaway, coming around.
It is indeed the first jam for both of these jammers in the game. So number 999, Abella Virus, perfect 1-for-1 lead jammer statuses.
Kickin' Ash working through, coming to that black wall. You see with the powerful trying to push the wall up the straightaway. Coming into turn number 1, trying to keep it rolling as Starry Skies now dealing with her own problems back there with that wall of white.
Nice block at the top of the pack by Black 42.
Yeah, great pack play by both teams right now, trying to keep that jammer contained, recycling back. As now Abella Virus goes all the way back, and Starry Skies works the way through.
Multiplayer block being called on the black skater that's leaving.
That's number 22. It is Kryptonic K picking up another multiplayer.
Nice hit at the back of the pack, and the jam gets called. No points for the black team, keeping them at 86. And 5 points for the white team, bringing them up to 179. Chick Whips lost to Rose City in Game 2, and they lost to Foco in Game 7. So they are also looking for their first win of the tournament. One of these teams will get their first win of the tournament, and one of these teams will go home winless.
I'm fairly certain that your assessment is correct, sir.
Cinnamon Roll is the jammer on the white team. She's wearing number 12. Rainstorm is the jammer on the black team. She is wearing a uniform number
100.
There it is, 100.
Cinnamon Rolla, the captain and jammer of the Chick Whips, going to the penalty box. Number 22, Kryptonic K for the Crooked River varsity, coming out of the penalty box. Rainstorm, the number 100, the jammer for Crooked River.
Was there no
coming
lead
through the
awarded?
pack and coming around for her point pass.
Did
Yes.
Rolla have lead before she went?
Yes.
Have it and lose it? Okay.
So now this one will go the full time.
Our second 2-minute jam of the half.
That's
and our 5th of the game.
That's number 47, Sophia Scorin, the captain in the penalty box for Crooked River.
And there's another white skater joining her, number 19. No, that's just the initial pass. That was not lead. They're signaling initial pass for the white jammer. So this is a no lead jam. Our first no lead jammer situation of the game. Skater down. 9 points picked up by the white team. That is their high jam of the half. and it brings them up to 95. They are sitting on the century mark line. 3 points for the white team brings them to 182.
They are looking at Rainstorm. Checking on her status, and the medics doing their job. Once again, shout out to the medics.
Let's also give a shout out to the skaters who are aging out. From the Chick Whips, number 12, Cinnamon Rolla, skating her last game as a junior. Number 319, Tsunami, skating her last game as a junior. 424, Steel, same. And number 47, also Baby Doll. All of them skating their last games as a junior. Over on the Crooked River Roller Girls varsity, our skaters that are aging out that are on the track are Megan Ufall. Only one Megan Ufall that's on the track. A couple that are not on the track. Devlin, number 666, who's in the stands, and number 47, AK47. They have already skated their last jams as juniors.
Rainstorm's up and leaving on her own power. That's a good thing. We like when that happens.
Yes, we do.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Coming up next here on this very track, at the conclusion of this bout, we have 11 minutes and 19 seconds left. But coming up next at 12 o'clock will be Jacksonville and Gotham.
Nice. I believe I'm working that game.
I don't know, are you?
I was psyched to see that I was calling for Jacksonville Gotham. We're going to have, four games in a row, or 2 games in a row, 4 teams wearing pink, black, and white. Pink, black, and white, pink, black, and white in this game. Next game, pink, black, and white versus pink, black, and white.
Pink, black, and white on the other track right now as Tampa's going.
Popular color combo.
Right. Oh, that's right. You're on the house call for the Gotham next. Is that right?
I don't know. I know that I'm on the call. I know I do have a house call today.
I don't remember. it was about 2:45 this morning when I finally got done with that.
Much love to you, Albie Dam, our tournament head announcer for the 2018 JRDA Championships and THA for the World Cup immediately following it. Pleased as punch to be here, and you're doing a great job putting the schedule together. You've assembled an incredibly talented crew, and I'm honored to be part of it. Thank you.
I'll be honest with you. It's an embarrassment of riches. It truly is, and I am honored. I mean, as soon as you applied, I was like, ooh, and then all of a sudden Tom Foolery applied, and then Gretchen Little applied. I'm going, what? And then Defnella applied. And I have a very talented group of announcers that is from the Florida area that we work a lot together that usually follow me. Tool Time, Standby, some of my Florida partners, Skiesberger and Corey, could not make it this time. But to have that young talent and then to be able to integrate them with all you seasoned veterans, it's an embarrassment of riches. I'm very proud of everybody on this team, and to have 13 for a junior tournament, which is 2 years ago in Lincoln, we had 4 announcers, 2 on each track for the entire weekend. It was like me and Justin Credible from Des Moines were on the open division nonstop. We called every bout. So this is an embarrassment of riches, and it's very nice to have. As Crushing Cowgirl and Kilmore Girl go to work for their teams, Kilmore Girl is going to take lead this time.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row for Crooked River. Before that, they hadn't had lead jam since jam number 8. Although the points went to the Chick Whips on that last jam, they picked up 2, and Crooked River did not get any. Four points picked up there by the Chick Whips. And 2 points picked up by Crooked River. 186 to 96. 188
to 97.
Do math, Bobby. Do math.
Math is overrated. Just kidding.
Stay in school. Don't do drugs. Cinnamon Rolla on the line for the white team. Sophia Scorin on the line for the black team. Here we go.
Scoring forced out of going into turn number 1 by an aggressive pack play. That was, I've tried to get the number of that young skater. That is 47, of course. Womp womp, baby doll.
Baby doll. Lead Jam Black, that's 3 in a row. Track cut, who's leaving? Oh, and it's on the jammer, Power Jam. Power Jam for Crooked River. That is the medicine they need.
Yeah, Crooked River needing to, there's still 8 minutes left to play. If things started turning around and they start putting together scores in bunches, and that's what, 3 jams in a row. Now it's a Power Jam situation. So good things happening for Crooked River right now, trying to right the ship here with 8 minutes left to play in this bout. That is number 42.
Yeah, Crooked River's pivot heading to the penalty box.
Adrenaline rush.
Forearm is the call. Who's leaving? Number 47 on the white team, Baby Doll.
Just under 8 minutes left to play here in the bout.
White Jammer back in play and now entering the screen.
Baby Doll back in the box. She's got to be getting close, Narco. She had 3 in the first half.
And 2 this jam.
And I've got 3 more
okay.
so far in the second half. And quite honestly,
we might have missed a couple.
I have attention problems sometimes, so it would not surprise me if I missed one, which would put her at 7. So right now I got her standing at 6. We'll see.
5 points put on the board by Crooked River brings them up over the century mark. But more importantly, the first time in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jams that the Chick Whips have been held scoreless. And just as soon as I say that, 2 points go on the board for the Chick Whips. So never mind. Chick Whips have scored in 6 straight jams. Jammer starting in the penalty box for the white team. Is that true? Nope. Yes, maybe. 88 is the jammer on the black team. And picking up lead. 4 leads in a row for Crooked River.
That's Megan You Fall. Megan You Fall has come back. We didn't see much of her in the first half, but the second half she's coming in. I think Crooked River coach is looking for something to happen. Yes, the white jammer was in the penalty box.
Yeah, that's Cinnamon Rolla.
Sweet.
Only second jam of the half for Megan You Fall. Megan You Fail. No, Megan You Fall. What you're seeing on the television is incorrect. It is Megan You Fall, not Megan You Fail. Great blocking by the white pivot at the top of the pack, just keeping that jammer in check. Initial pass completed out of the penalty box by Cinnamon Rolla, and so the jam gets called. 5 points put on the board by Crooked River. They have 3 aces. That's a great poker hand. No points, and now first time in 7 jams that the Chick Whips have been held scoreless. Black team going to start with 1 skater in the penalty box. That's number 2674, Starry Skies. White team at full strength. Excuse me. Oh, yeah.
Number 22, that is Kryptonic K, who picked up 4 fouls in the first half, has got 3 in the second half to accumulate 7, and has just fouled out of the contest.
First lead jam of the game for Chick Whips since jam 13. It's all 5 points for 319. Only her second jam of the half. Black jammer is number 100. Tsunami versus rainstorm. Some cloudy weather out on the track.
Adrenaline Rush just with a big hit on the Chick Whip jammer, number 319. That is Tsunami, yes. Tsunami, right as you said her name, took a big hit. Went down, came right back up.
You can't push the weather around.
You know, the hits that these kids are taking and jumping right back up. I mean, if I was to get hit with like that, 4 of y'all would have to come lift me and carry me out of here.
We have an official review. It is called by Crooked River. I'm going to doff my headset and run down to the track and leave you in the capable hands of Al B.
Hey, man, have fun. All right, we do have 4.5 minutes left to go here in this bout. 197 Chick Whips Juniors over Crooked River. After this one, we'll at 12 o'clock, we'll be Gotham and Jacksonville. Duval. So those of you out there listening, Gotham from just up the road there in Gotham, near New York. It's a Gotham, very impressive. I love the Gotham guy. A lot of the Gotham team comes down to Tampa a lot, along with the Phillies. So coming up here and getting to spend a few days up here calling roller derby with teams that have been down to visit us so many times, it's like seeing old friends, and that's you know how it is in the Derbyverse coming up. But anyway, the 2 o'clock game is going to be Rose and Foco, and then Angel City Los Anarchists at 4 o'clock. Followed by the championship game right here at 8 o'clock, Seattle and Santa Cruz. Tomorrow, for the round robin format for the Junior World Cup, it'll be right here in Pennsylvania at the Sportplex at Feasterville. Join us live on twitch.tv. That's right, twitch.tv/WFTDA. And you can watch both days of World Cup for absolutely free. That's right, it is free. So you can see all these great skaters from all over the world. Team Australia, Great Britain, Europe, Canada, sorry, and then USA East and USA West. So 6 teams from all over the world going to work here in Feasterville tomorrow, and you can see them for $0 on twitch.tv/WFTDA.
So the varsity is looking for a forearm penalty on the Whiplash Jammer, and we'll know the results if the Jammer reports. If not, they will lose their official review. Like to give a shout out to some fellow announcers who have birthdays today. The Laughing Penguin and Grievous Bodily Harm. Happy birthday to you if you are listening. And anybody else in Derbyland celebrating a birthday?
Well, yes, happy birthday to you. The only question I have for Laughing Penguin and Grievous Bodily Harm is if you're announcers and it's your birthday, it seems like you would be doing whatever you wanted to do on your birthday.
Which would probably be Derby.
Why are you not here? I mean, I happen to know the guy that decided, that could have got you in the door.
You happen to be the guy that could have got you in the door.
Me?
So no jammer in the no, there is a jammer in the penalty box, so the official review is upheld. White jammer is going to be 319 starting in the box. Black jammer, did you get the number? 16, Walking Dead Bear.
Walking Dead Bear and Tsunami. And Crooked River, I almost made the comment, well, you don't usually win the reviews, but you go ahead and do them. And Crooked River has won 2 today.
They have. That is, there's a term for that, and I learned it in Jacksonville. It's some coach won both of their, actually they won all 4 of theirs. And, I don't remember the name of the coach.
I have no clue.
Yeah, it's the coach's name. It's a full, whatever that coach is. Full Baggins? Is there a coach named Baggins?
I don't know. I would love to jump in and confirm whatever you're saying. I'll nod and smile if you want.
Lead jam and all 5 points have gone to Walking Dead Bear. Tsunami out of the penalty box.
Flying Squirrel in the penalty box for Crooked River. The pivot, number 55, I think, Sassy Squash going to the jammer line. Going to the penalty box for the Chick Whips. It's 2:01 as Chick Whips crossed the double century mark. 2:01 to 1:20.
Timeout to the black team. Their first. And in fact, first timeout of the game. A full muffin. There it is. The full muffin. And you have to win both. Oh, you have to win all 4 challenges. You have to be successful and then successful again in the first half and successful again. It's Coach Muffin out of Ohio. Thank you very much. Do you know that young man's name who gave us that info?
I do, but I'm sad to womp. But you know what? I know one thing. He has made me look better than I really am for 2 years now. First in Colorado and now in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we talk about the producer on the announcer end, but all I'm really doing is tracking stats. The producer, the actual producer in terms of production value, that's the gentleman who just gave us that information, and he's awesome.
Working for WFTDA TV and Blaze. and doing an exceptional job, responsible for virtually everything you're seeing out there. So shout out to all the wonderful people that make this happen. You know, there's so many, every time we forgot so-and-so,
Yeah.
we forgot so-and-so.
We didn't get the volunteers.
Because it truly does take a village to do this thing we call roller derby, between the medics and the NSOs, and it's all volunteers. We're all doing everything we do
for the love.
Because we love roller derby, and especially
this has
junior
morphed
roller
into
derby.
an official review, so I'm going to have to take that run.
Oh. Stay there. Can somebody check the official?
Hey, we got Tool Time helping us out. He's going to appear on camera shortly. Whose official review is it? It is Crooked River's official review. So they're going to go for a 3/4 muffin.
A 3/4 muffin. That's brilliant. Oddly, they're from Ohio, going for a full muffin.
Yeah.
Coach Muffin from Ohio.
To be fair and to hedge ourselves, the note that was slipped to us says, Coach Muffin, Ohio? Question mark? We're going to go. We're pretty sure they know what's what. 61 is the jammer now on the track with lead. No jammer on the track for the white team.
So Kilmore Girl with a power start.
So 3 jams in a row for number 319 because they've been in the penalty box the last 2 times the jam has started. Jam is called, so another power start. That's going to be 4 jams in a row for 319. Didn't even get out of the penalty box.
Another official timeout. Now it's a timeout, not an official timeout.
Timeout, Crooked River, their second.
.202 to 124, 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to play.
So even though they won their second official review of the half, they don't get a third. You don't get, even if you're victorious, you don't retain it after.
So there's absolutely no chance in getting the full muffin.
Correct. But they have a 3/4 muffin. That's a lot of muffin.
I don't even know why I tried.
Top of the muffin to you. Little Seinfeld reference for our people who like to watch crummy television like I do.
Crummy television, muffin, half a muffin.
See what I did there? Here's Tool Time going to tell us what the official review is about.
Okay, so Crooked River wanted an official review on a back block against Chick Whip's blocker. Refs ruled it as side contact. So they called it. So the Crooked River loses its official review, and the game stays on. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Tool Time.
Bless your heart.
So it's a half muffin.
It's a half muffin.
Yeah, there we go. Jammer now for the black team, number 100, picking up lead. That is 3 in a row, and 7 of the last 8 lead jams have gone to Crooked River. Star pass, first star pass of the game for the Chick Whips to number 22. Is that right? No. Third pass of the game for the Chick Whips, first of the half. It's Crooked River that has yet to pass the star. Both teams putting points on the board. Looks like 3-3. Nothing on the board just yet. Official timeout. So the last 4 jams have been stopped one way or another.
Another timeout. Yeah, we're.
So 3 points each, 205 to 127. Timeout, Crooked River, their last. Two minutes and change left to play in the game, so not the worst thing in the world to use your last timeout right now.
Yeah.
Barring a miracle, Chick Whips Junior Roller Derby Whiplash will finish in 9th place, and the Crooked River Roller Girls Varsity will finish in 10th place. Got some track maintenance going on. multitasking while the timeout is in progress. One skater in the penalty box. That is white number 5. I don't have a white number 5.
No, it's Sassy Squash.
Okay.
I probably got it wrong too. Watch. I don't think that is Sassy Squash.
No, I don't either.
Yeah,
something with a 5 in it. Maybe 45?
Yes.
Serial killer?
Gotta be.
Jammers are Cinnamon Rolla. Cinnamon Rolla wears number 12. First jam in 4 jams that wasn't number 319. And Cinnamon Rolla picks up lead jam.
Oh, it's Sharkbait 5, black 5, not white 5.
Oh, there we go. I saw the white side of the uniform.
Yep.
Adrenaline Rush is the jammer for the black team.
But Cinnamon Rolla jumps out, lead jam status for the Chick Whips.
Already with 5 points.
Taking her 5 points. Now she's going to call it off. Did she get another one?
Did she get a backlock? 2 points picked up there for a 5 plus 2 is 7. Brings them up to 212. 212 is the area code of Manhattan.
What did I tell you about mathing around me? Stop it.
Stop it. Stop it, Bobby.
Bad narco. Bad narco. Don't forget, if you got questions or comments for us, send your comments to hashtag #Talk2JRDA. That's hashtag talk, the number 2, JRDA. Chat with us on Twitter.
We got a timeout called, but it looks like they don't have any timeouts to call. Timeout black, their 4th.
7th. Just kidding.
It's only showing on the screen as they're flashing that last remaining timeout again, but they flashed it last time.
They're just seeing if we're paying attention.
I don't think they're seeing if we're paying attention. They're seeing if somebody's paying attention.
Good, because normally I'm not. Number 911, that's Jolly Crusher, will be coming out of the penalty box for Crooked River when we get back to play. Number 5, Sharkbait, coming on the track, as is number 88, making you fall.
If things start as they're currently on the track, number 171, first jam of the game for Flying Squirrel on Crooked River, and not the first jam of the game for Steel.
Well, that's an understatement. Not the first game. And Flying Squirrel quickly gets out, but not, oh, she went on the outside and Steel went on the inside and got out just ahead of her.
By an eyelash. Nice jammer on jammer hit in turn number 1. Got a penalty coming in. Who's leaving? Direction of play on whoever it is that's leaving. That's a white blocker. Is there a white? Something with a 9 in it. 2 white blockers reported to the penalty box. 5-point pass for Steele. A 4 and a 5. Wow, side contact, just taking out that pivot. Pivot came back to get some revenge, but missed the hit. Too far out of play, they're gonna have to let her go up in front. That's another 5 points, a 14-point pass, 14-point jam. High block is the call on the skater that's leaving. That's the white pivot, number 12, Cinnamon Rolla, the captain. Black jammer now through its going points. So 4 points for Flying Squirrel. The jam is called. That's an unofficial final of 229 to 131. Let me see if I can do some math real quick. Let's see, for the Chick Whips, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 lead jams, 1 with no lead jam. And so that would make 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 lead jams for Crooked River. Box trips in the second half. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Chick Whips. Only 1 for Crooked River. Star passes, only 1 for the Chick Whips and none for Crooked River. Total of 3 in the game for Chick Whips. Crooked River never passed the star. And victory lap right now.
And all that translates to a 229-131 victory for the number 9 seed. Coming in number 9, finishing number 9, the Chick Whip Juniors, and Crooked River taking home 10th. It's a good hard-hitting game starting the third day. Nothing but great action coming up the rest of the day.
What's coming up next on this track?
It will be Jacksonville and Gotham. That's going to be a good one because these teams have seen each other before, and it's going to be a very exciting match. So don't go anywhere.
Keep that dial on WFTA.tv. I'm Bobby Narco. I'm joined by Al B. We've had a couple of great producers in Tool Time and Tomfoolery. We will see you around the Derbs.